another episode of the Corner Flag. It is finally over. The season is over. Good fucking riddance. Let's move on to what is going to come next, which is hopefully not so much heartbreak for Man United fans like me. Joining me today is Mukesh Manjunath, who is looking very sad right now, but internally and very soon externally also is going to be very, very happy. Mukesh, how's it going? And describe your feelings in 3 words.
Amogh, it's over. I'm sad that it's over. It was
Why?
so good while it lasted.
Was it good? Was it really
Yeah,
good?
it
It
was
really
so good.
wasn't. It really wasn't.
It was so nice to generally walk around with a smile on your face
I've
every
forgotten what
weekend.
that feels like.
Every weekend. There was a reason to smile. No matter what happened, I knew Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, I would be a happy man.
Yeah. You know what's weird is I have forgotten what that feeling feels like. And also, I don't know what it's like to look forward to a new season anymore. Because I'm sure that you, as a Liverpool fan, are waiting for next season.
Yeah. Because, yeah, there are goals and targets and there are aims and ambitions and
Yeah, there are goals and there are targets, and there isn't Rasmus Hoyland at the end of it. So,
there might not even be a Darwin Nunes at the end of it, so even better. So I get that. That part I get.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. But good to have you. Nathan is also going to be joining us very soon. Hopefully, he will join us before the live stream ends. Nathan, as he gets involved with the corner flag a lot more, as he spends more and more time with Mukesh,
Yeah.
uh, is becoming mini Mukesh.
But
So
I've come on time, huh?
you have come on time, and also has Nathan. Nathan is here. We were just talking,
Hey
Nathan,
guys. Yeah.
about how as you're spending more and more time with us at the corner flag and you're spending more and more time with Mukesh, you're becoming like Mukesh.
That's a good thing.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
That's a good thing in the corner flag world.
I leave that for you guys to
Also,
decide and for our viewers to decide. So,
if the reason why I was late, sorry about that. A friend of mine, she is at the Liverpool parade as we speak. So,
array,
Oh,
yeah,
oh man, Amogh. Wow.
so I just received a missed call. But
Now he's
anyways, good to
Mukesh
see you
because
guys.
yeah. Amogh, remember when my reasons were like, hey, I'm making egg puff or something like that? And that's why I was late.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
finding my charger, or I couldn't find my charger. Also, that's
Yeah,
also why.
now
Okay,
that
now.
sounds like now.
I just found it. It
Yeah.
was under the cushion. I don't know.
Yes. That is very bookish of you. But yes, it is done. Liverpool are officially champions of England for the 20th time. Credit where it's due. We have some comments in the this thing also in the live chat also. Mo has said congratulations to Liverpool. So yes, well, congratulations to Liverpool. It is, and yeah, man, how did it feel to see your team lift up the trophy in front of fans this time?
Mukesh, please, if you like to go ahead
uh,
first.
it was my the most satisfying things. Like it was so nice. There was like I think Benitez was there, Daglish was there, Gerrard was there,
Wow.
Alan Hansen was
Wait,
there,
did you say Loris
Klopp
One
was
Karius
second.
was there?
no
One second.
what
Mukesh, you're
Who did you
forgetting
say?
someone very important, okay?
Klopp,
Jordan Henderson.
Jordan Henderson was there.
Wait, uh, was it? Did you say Karius after
No,
Benitez?
no, Kenny Daglish. I said.
Kenny Dalglish. Okay, I was wondering how did Loris Karius get an entry pass into the stadium? उसको तो blacklist किया रहेगा उधर.
Yeah.
But yeah, most important also Trent Alexander-Arnold was there. He had some words to say. He
I mean, he
wasn't
was not
booed.
at the right back position for a lot of the game, but still, he was there.
Yeah, yeah, he
No,
was
no
there.
more salt. No more salt. No more
No,
salt.
acha, no more salt. What?
No
Now
more
it's
salt.
done.
It's over. It's
Now
over.
you added enough salt
Yeah.
to your egg pav. Humphrey has said egg puff. It
Egg puff.
wasn't it paneer
It was
burji?
Paneer Burji. Well spotted, Humphrey. This is an old time listener. Wow, well done. It was Paneer Burji. Excellent.
It was paneer burji.
Uh,
But
well done. Wow, we have such good listeners, man. We
yeah,
have only three of them, but they're all very good.
Yes. Less
quantity
is
over
more,
quality,
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Less is more.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, fantastic day out for Liverpool fans. Like Nathan has said, few of your friends are at the parade, which is again great for
them.
I don't know how I'm doing this with a straight face. I don't know how I'm.
Amogh, see, then you need to show some class. Okay, you know how Liverpool gave
She gave Palace.
Palace a guard of honor like
Yes.
that. You need to learn from that. That's why you need to watch Liverpool
Yeah,
games also.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
that was so fair enough. Credit where is due. That was a touch of absolute class by Liverpool, and you cannot argue with that. So well done, Liverpool, on that. I just hope from a Man United perspective that this just wakes the fucking club up a little bit.
It will, I think now. अभी उसने बोला ना
अरे,
Oi.
Amorim ने. Now at the big start of this, when I came in, I said that the storm is coming. Now the good days are coming. ऐसा कुछ बोला उसने.
see, he has quoted a very influential person from India who we cannot name. He's a poet. He
Yeah,
loves his tea.
yeah,
He
yes,
loves
that's right.
he loves
He loves the minorities.
he
Hmm.
loves traveling by train.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, of
And
course.
If
he
Nathan's on a train, that guy is on it for sure.
Yeah, and he basically quoted this great poet
Yeah.
from this country and said the good days are coming, अच्छे दिन
It's also very funny.
आने वाले हैं.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, if
That
we have to make a direct comparison, do you think अच्छे दिन आ गए? I don't know. The jury is still out on whether the good days have come or not. So
For
I
whom?
will for for the country and
For
you
United, definitely not. For the country, definitely not also. But
know.
still.
guys, we are going live and all now. Like थोड़ा listenership बढ़ने वाला है. So let's be very
Yeah, they'll be like, wow,
mindful of what we say.
Mukesh spoke about Paneer Bhurji and he became Bhurji himself.
Yeah. For all you know, next week we're just like, Mukesh, where are you? Mukesh is always late, man. Mukesh, where are you? We're like 30 minutes late. Mukesh is not coming at all.
He's late forever.
Yeah, he's late forever.
Late, mister.
Oh, the things we do to make us feel good about ourselves. But no, it was we'll talk about United, of course, but let's again talk about Liverpool a little bit more because you guys are also here. You have your Liverpool scarf on, Nathan.
yeah, man.
So
I
matlab,
don't wear jersey, and this was just
in
on
I
my
feel like he's
legs.
not taken it off since last week, by the way. He's just
yeah,
had it
No,
off.
I was at
He's
Rasta
not washed
yesterday. I
it.
went for the LFC Mumbai screening.
Nice.
Insane. What a vibe, dude. Like,
yeah.
yeah, and you could see like all different generations. Like there was some slightly older folk. There was some 18-year-old, 16-year-old, and
Hmm.
there was a 30, 40s. It was nice, and
Shit.
everyone. Also,
Sorry.
that
Sorry,
Gravenberch
Nathan,
red
I'm going to
card,
cut
bro.
you off.
Oh,
I'm going to cut you off. But when you said older folk and they were 18-year-olds, that really made you sound like a 12-year-old.
hey, 11, okay? Don't mix.
He said older folks and 18-year-olds.
I said, yeah, I think I said that. But
Yeah, Mukesh has
what a vibe.
been let down by technology yet again.
Hmm.
Technology. Yeah.
Earphones, get better earphones. No, but yeah, the LFC screenings at Rasta are good
So
for sure.
LFC
Like,
screenings, I think, are dude. These guys fucking go hard, dude. They sing this. There's this one guy. I don't know his name, but like he's part of the organizing team only. He sings, dances, he leads the crowd, and what a great host, bro. I'm like, shit. I have to take inspiration from this
कभी
guy.
कभी आ जाओ थ्री वाइज मंकीज यूनाइटेड के स्क्रीनिंग्स के लिए
I'll come.
especially when we're winning. There's
Yeah.
asterisks over there. Terms
Next
and
time,
conditions apply.
I will come for the United Liverpool game, wearing a Liverpool shirt. If I want, I mean, will I be able to get out?
मतलब तेरे को मरना है. You have a death wish, then sure.
I want to try this once. Just wear
देख,
a.
No, it's
थ्री वाइज मंकीज के पीछे खार स्टेशन के रेलवे
yeah.
ट्रैक्स है ब्रो.
And
उधर
in
एक
between
बार
there's
boarding.
habitat. In between there's habitat.
Habitat is anyways seen.
So like you enter
Yeah,
that general area.
that general area is filled with violence. So and no questions will be asked after. So you think
Yeah.
twice about whether you really want to come or not. You can come wearing a United jersey, I think, just to be safe.
I'll
And then
say,
maybe an orange jersey. I don't know, something else. Either a
Yeah,
red jersey or an
yeah,
orange
red
jersey.
or orange. Yeah,
Red or
that
orange.
is
you know
the
what? I'll wear a Liverpool jersey inside. उसके ऊपर I will wear a red t-shirt. Just to be
acha.
sure.
And
And then
then
wear a
and
And the
green
then
final
t-shirt.
whistle,
Wear a green Liverpool
green
t-shirt,
t-shirt.
away jersey. Let's
Ah,
see.
वैसे भी next season का है ना green.
That's what I'm saying. So
Oh,
you
that
wear
looks
that
killer,
Liverpool
bro.
jersey, and we'll see where you get killed. He had
Hmm.
had three white monkeys for
for,
United supporters.
for what
Had
reason? Yeah.
yeah, had habitat at car or general train related violence.
This is a social experiment we would love to find the results out for. Unfortunately, Nathan, you are the subject of this experiment, and
Hmm.
your life is most at risk. But I am sure viewers will want to know what happens. So we should figure this out. But yes, yeah, fuck man, fucking Liverpool, well done and all.
Amog,
The
what? I can't hear
signings
you.
signings
Amog,
भी
I'm
कर
let
रहे हैं
down
वो
by
लोग यार.
technology. Amog, what? What? Fucking what?
You know exactly when you get your mic closer, it actually feels better. So keep doing that only.
But what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said
Ah,
I didn't
Yeah,
watch
actually,
the
I
thing.
missed that. Sorry. What do you say again?
I said well done Liverpool. Credit where
Oh,
it's
okay.
due. Well done.
Acha, acha.
But I didn't watch
Thanks. Thanks.
the trophy celebration because of course I couldn't. My wife was like, "You're not going to watch it, or what? We've been married for 4 years. How do you not know this about me yet? What is happening?"
I dude, yesterday Rohit George, who has also been on this podcast and fellow comedian, he called me up yesterday. Hey, see, what's happening? And I'm like, good, good, good. And we spoke about general stuff and all. And I'm like, how is it trying to process the Spurs loss? He's like, bro, please don't get me started.
Yeah.
And he just went on ranting and everything. I'm like, okay, so will you be watching the trophy? If he's like, are you fucking crazy? I'm going to sleep at 9 p.m. today.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah. Yeah. No, fair enough. Fair enough. But fucking, I'll tell you what. Like you, as a United fan at least, right? Like you obviously do not want Liverpool to have any sort of success. That's just how it is. And then when it happens, when you eventually do get the success as Liverpool, from the United perspective, it's like, अच्छा ठीक है, it's slots. Firstly, तो after Klopp went in slot के like अच्छा slot का पहला season है कुछ नहीं होने वाला. They haven't even made transfers. They're not going to do anything.
Yeah, dude, I was
Then
thinking the same.
yeah, then they started playing really well. They went on a run. They were only beaten by Nottingham Forest after that, and especially after that Nottingham Forest defeat earlier on in the season, we're like, "अरे यार, they're losing against Nottingham Forest. ये क्या कर भी लेंगे? What is happening? Man City is only going to win again." And for United fans, if City keeps winning, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit. But you
Yeah,
cannot have
that's for all
Liverpool win,
fans,
right?
not just for United fans.
Exactly. So then after that happens, and Liverpool are inching closer and closer to the title, you're making up excuses in your head. अरे it's okay यार, first season fluke हो सकता है यार, but second season we'll see what happens. Second season they'll be caught out. Then there was a whole thing of Salah's not going to sign, Virgil's not going to sign. So they're like, "Arey, now all their main players are also going. They're not even getting any money from them. They'll go on free transfers." Then the two of them signed. Only Trent is going. So they're like, "Fuck." अरे यार, we'll see. He didn't get any transfers in the first transfer window, so it'll go on. They'll have issues in the transfer window. But even that's not happening. Benchot, you fucking got Florian Wirtz also now.
no, nothing has been
It's
confirmed.
It's
you're
as good as confirmed. But if
80%
honestly,
है.
yeah, exactly.
I
Bayern Munich have come
that's
out and said that we are pulling out of the race because it's true. He wants to go to Liverpool. Now, if he
the thing
wants to go
is,
to
I am
Liverpool and
not
Liverpool want
convinced.
him,
Only Frimpong is confirmed. Then, this what's his name? Kirkes.
hmm,
His का भी like 80% हो गया. I'm just waiting for this Here We Go. Once this Here We Go comes on, then I'm like, हाँ चल ठीक है. I have put so much of faith in Fabrizio. No, suddenly like I don't trust any other source.
yeah, no, but yeah. So Frimpong was the first one. I feel like Kirkes will also happen,
For
and
Kirkes, I think will happen. Words maybe.
I think Wirtz is going to happen. And honestly, you get Frimpong, Wirtz, and Kirkes. That is a fantastic transfer window, dude.
Yeah, imagine
What
they're
the
getting
fuck?
Cherky also after this. That would be sick.
अरे यार रवि नाउ डोंट पुश इट यार क्या क्यों ले रहे हो सब लोग को but Mo has also asked, do you think Frimpong is a good right back? He was more of a winger than a right back. So
That's
I'd like
true,
to
actually.
understand from you guys, what are your thoughts on Frimpong coming
It's
to
like
Liverpool?
Trent never left, if that's the case.
Exactly, exactly. I
That's
was
the
just
case.
gonna say that.
Um, yeah, because I think the idea is that if the rumor is true that Wirtz is there and Frimpong is done, I think the idea is that, of course, Frimpong's role is just going to be up, 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 right, and track back if you can, inshallah. And the idea is that Wirtz will be so attacking along with Salah that there will be a second layer of defensive midfielder who will be like maybe Soboslai just goes back a little bit
Hmm.
and he plays that extra cover, and his role becomes to play from 20 meters behind is what I think is going to happen. So I
I
think
can't
yes,
imagine Souls like playing defensive, man.
Not defensive, but a little
Slightly
more
on the back
defensive
foot.
than this year, right? He's going to track
नेतन
back.
तेरा तेरा वॉल्यूम थोड़ा लो आ रहा है ऐसे हम लोग को बताया गया है कमेंट्स में सो जस्ट
Okay.
सी इफ योर
This is better now.
कीप टॉकिंग आई थिंक यू आल्सो नीड टू टॉक अ लिटिल लाउडर
Hello.
हाँ so I think Rahul commented in the well comment section because where else would you comment
Yeah. Yes.
pointed out the volume
Better.
issues so just see if it's
Better.
working better for you let us know
Is it
and
better? Is it better now? Can you hear me?
this, yeah we can hear you slightly better now I just
Okay, I'm
want to
just gonna hold
understand
this
from
mic
the
closer.
viewer's point of view so yeah I feel like fucking you're getting too efficient in the transfer market and
Dude, I'm surprised myself. Liverpool, see, after past two transfer windows, three in fact,
Three, yeah.
Chelsea took then there's oh god, like I'm like then Arsenal Zubimendi last year in summer around this time only Zubimendi saga was going on,
hmm.
and now Arsenal have him. So I'm like,
Arey, you forgot we lost Caicedo after it was announced as a Liverpool player. So I'm saying let's not assume anyone is signed until they have worn that jersey, turned up. The reason
played
I'm
their
not really
first game
play
played
their
their
first
first
game,
game
yeah,
first game,
because
हाँ.
because
jersey पहनने के बाद भी change हो सकता है transfer
yeah, and also after wearing the jersey, also they cannot play. Like yes, I don't even know if he played for Liverpool
Yeah,
this season.
dude.
So I'm
I'm
saying
like,
my thing is that until it's been announced, nothing is confirmed, and until even if the coach announces it, the social media team has to announce it because Klopp announced Caicedo, and then that didn't happen.
yeah
oh
Um,
yeah, thanks Humphrey.
Humphrey has
oh
echoed
yeah,
echoed
exactly.
the
The
same
list he's given
sentiments
us, well,
Of course,
yeah
Enzo,
and
Lavia,
even
Peso.
Zubumendi also something similar happened. If
Zubi.
Zubi,
Dude, the
you,
Bellingham thing also was quite a
can I
saga.
can I
okay,
just
Bellingham
point
I
out
always thought was that was not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
can I just point out this is something that I saw on Twitter and I resonated with this thought. So I just want to kind of bring it out there because you brought up Zubimendi. Liverpool fans wanted Zubimendi to leave his boyhood club and be disloyal to them and come to Liverpool. And are calling Trent Alexander-Arnold a rat for doing something quite strikingly similar. So you know होता है यार हिपोक्रेट्स भी जीत लेते हैं प्रीमियर लीग अभी क्या क्या बोले
Yeah, sometimes some teams tend to get the most
You
success.
cannot
Agree with that.
compare uh, what
why not
Sociedad to a Liverpool,
why not they're
right?
both football teams no
No, he was clearly leaving Sociedad for they're both football teams. That way you can be like a player born in Accrington Stanley will play in Accrington Stanley, a player born in Fleetwood Town will play for Fleetwood Town.
if he really
Right.
wants
The
to
idea is to compete at the highest level. Right. It's not just like Trent wants just a new challenge, and then he played the whole I'm a local boy, I'm the heir to Gerrard. He did the Gerrard celebration. He lured us in. Right. No one said this when Elliot left. Now that Elliot's confirmed to be leaving, and now that Curtis Jones also might. No one said anything. I'm
Oh,
like,
I
okay,
hope
go ahead.
Curtis Jones goes, man.
because they're not as established in the first team as Trent is they're not even as established in their national teams as much as Trent is
Sure,
Trent
but
is a
I'm
far
saying
bigger profile of player
exactly. Trent played the whole like, hey, I am the local lad thing. He got his mural based on that thing. He did, like I said, he did all the things that would win him
Can
the
I-
plaudits of
okay
local
we
fans.
okay see we've gone through this
Yeah, we've
exact
done
this
this.
thing right we've done this so let's not do this again but because you brought up the mural did you see that somebody spray painted rat on Trent's mural now
Yeah.
my only contention with this is this the mural is so nice and the mural has other like things written on it वो स्प्रे पेंटिंग भी सेम फॉन्ट में कर देते ना
Yeah, dude, I had the same thought. I'm like, hey, थोड़ा consistency रहना चाहिए यार,
हाँ
मतलब.
कंसिस्टेंट लाइक ये मतलब ऐसे बोल रहे कि यू नो लाइक प्रॉपर आर्टिस्ट हैव डन दिस एंड देन 6-year-old has scribbled something on a wall like it
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
go well यार like be a dick but be an aesthetic dick this is what
yeah.
I
That's
predominantly
the
want
takeaway
Liverpool
from
fans to be
today's podcast.
yes be an aesthetic dick
Yeah.
but yeah so anyway, I feel like Zubi Mendy is done and dusted. But yeah, like Kirkez, I think you're sorted with a replacement for Robertson in Kirkez. You're sorted with a replacement for
Hmm.
Trent in Frimpong, and you're sorted for a replacement for I don't know Henderson, I guess, in midfield with Florian Wirtz, but a slightly more attacking
Yeah.
Jordan Henderson in that role. So
Coutinho, I think. Like that's the closest I can think of the last player who played probably in a similarly attacking profile.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like it's fucking. I hate that Liverpool are so fucking efficient with their transfer dealings, especially when you compare it to what's happening with Man United. Like it is. Oh God.
I mean,
Oh
like, I
God.
feel like you should be, I mean, like, if I were a United fan, I'd be jealous of the thing that happened in the last 9 months, not what's going to happen in the next 3 months.
Yeah. Get your mic closer now when you're talking. You
Amog
see,
is
you
just
said you said something so nice and profound, and you laughed at your own joke, but barely anybody heard it.
Hey, heard it. They,
Which
everyone,
is which is the corner flag in a microcosm. But we should try to do our best wherever we can.
yeah.
Before we move on from Liverpool, Vishal has just said, huge fan of Corner Flag podcast. Last episode I played in loop for 6+ times. Thank you, man.
Thank
Great
you.
fun hearing you guys with expert analysis. Liverpool fans who can't miss the live today.
hey.
Uh,
I will forgive you, Vishal, for being a Liverpool fan. Just because you played the last episode 6 times, it helps with our views and engagement. So well done. That is predominantly what we like you guys to
Wait,
do.
he said he can't miss it because an LFC fan. I feel like let's disappoint him a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yes.
Liverpool sucks, Vishal.
Clipping that. Next
um,
season, anytime Mukesh gets a little too annoying, we are going to uh, bring that up. So, I mean, yeah, like, oh God. So, let's talk about United then very quickly because they played their final game at Old Trafford against Aston Villa yesterday as well. And they played like how they should have played in every fucking match this season. Like, while watching, I was like, why are you playing like this now in a match that doesn't
Yeah.
even matter? 3 दिन पहले यूरोपा लीग फाइनल था तभी ऐसे नहीं खेल सकते थे बेंच दो. Like, what the fuck, dude? They were attacking with intent. They were pressing high. They were fighting for each ball. They dominated Aston Villa.
I'm,
But
I was watching. I was at the screening and I opened my phone. I'm like, shit, United 1-0 and Aston Villa red card. I'm like, क्या बात है?
वो बहुत ही clear red card था. But Unai Emery was generally pissed off throughout the game because lots of decisions didn't go
Yeah, I
Aston
didn't
Villa's
see
way.
the match, but I read that they Aston Villa put up like a plea or something, saying that I don't
yeah,
know.
little
It
bit of
was a
What was it?
corruption. Vintage United.
What was it? Yeah, vintage.
Vintage.
we are far away from vintage United if the league table is to be considered.
Yeah.
No, but the Morgan Rogers should have had that goal because that was atrocious goalkeeping from
I
Bayern for
agree.
that one.
Yeah.
Matlab, he touches the ball so lightly in that instance. It's almost like the ball is lava. मेरे को
Bro,
touch
you
नहीं करना
saved
है.
more and better shots last week on turf. I'm just saying.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Man United, if you're listening, I'm available to be the new goalkeeper. Like, I will definitely be better than Onana. But
And Bandy.
and Bayern,
Even if they were playing together, defending the same goal, it was allowed.
yeah, yeah. Oh God. So yeah, I mean, it's just terrible. And then Amarim has apparently told Garnacho that he can find a new club. He has told Onana that he can find a new club, which is great. Like he is taking no prisoners here. He is laying down the law, and regardless of profile of player, he's like, "Fuck off! If you're not following the culture of the club, you are out." And he's setting an example there. But then again, Eric Ten
Hmm.
Hag has also set an example in the
Exactly. I
past
was just
with Ronaldo. So now we don't know what is actually going to come out of it, if anything, because usne bola you're not you're free to find a new club. He omitted him from the squad and everything, but immediately after the game, they posted a picture of them on a Malaysian Airlines flight going to Malaysia for their post-season friendly, which is day after tomorrow. And Garnacho is there in that photo, smiling very, very massively. So we don't know what exactly is going to go on over there in
Why
terms
would Garnacho be sent? Isn't he one of the better United attacking players?
of attitude issues.
Okay.
got you.
Because again, he also publicly after the Europa League final said, "Oh, full tournament
Yeah,
I've played
full
and helped the
tournament I
team, and in the
played and
final I
lost
play for 20 minutes. I
20 minutes.
don't
No.
know." So
Yeah.
again, like calling out these issues in public is never going to help anybody. If you have any issues with the team selection or something, just go to the manager's office and sort it out behind closed doors. That's what I always believe in.
Mm.
And it is this sort of culture that has kind of set the rot in United, I feel. So
Mm.
it is good in a way that Amram is trying to address all of that and clear all of that out. But yeah, we'll
This
see.
reminds me, dude. Kunya to United, you've done. It's a
Yes,
pretty good signing, actually.
yeah, that
But
is
Very
what we
good
thought.
signing for now. When he comes, then we'll see.
but
Because like
also another signing
Yeah,
with another player with bad attitude issues. Huh?
yeah,
who
exactly.
Kunya,
Kunya,
That's what I'm. Yeah, yeah.
Kunya.
Kunya has
Kunya
terrible
has
attitude
very
issues.
terrible
I didn't know
attitude
that.
issue. He's
Kunya has
very bad.
terrible attitude issues. So that's what I'm genuinely worried about. And
Dude, why
again,
do you
like,
guys attract and go after these only players, man? Like, what
अरे
is up
वो
with
होता है ना ऐसा.
chasing red flags, wearing
You
red
only
themselves?
exactly. It's like my my type is toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those
The one of those. वही
trauma,
है.
trauma.
हाँ.
as a
I
Our
mean,
love
Maharashtrian,
language is trauma dumping. One
as
of
a
correct.
those.
Maharashtrian, Amogh is chasing orange flags or red flags. Nothing.
Dude, it is ridiculous because you remember, I think a season ago or 2 seasons ago, we were in for Marco Arnautovic, who is like next level problematic player. I'm like, क्यों क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा यार? क्या क्या हो रहा है यार? But anyway, so what you're saying is right. At the time being, Nathan Mateus Cunha does sound like a good signing, but we'll see what happens because Rio Ferdinand also said in one podcast recently where he said that since Alex Ferguson left, United have signed 49 players, and of those, he can only think of 3 players who have lived up to the hype. Of course, one of
Bruno.
them he included in his 3 was Cristiano Ronaldo because they are very good friends and सब लोग को रोनाल्डो की गांड चटनी होती ही है.
Who? Bruno.
Bruno,
Bruno
Ronaldo, and he
Marcus?
said Zlatan.
Zlatan. No.
Oh,
Yeah, because
really?
Zlatan came for like a very short
He
period
won
and he
a
did what he did. He scored important goals. He lifted the Europa League with United
FA.
and fucked off. Like for how much time he was there at the club for, I think he performed decently well.
Hmm.
But he said that maybe 2 or 3 more you can add to the list that I've omitted, but that's still 5 or 6 out of 49, which is ridiculous transfer business overall over a period of years if you think about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Still.
yeah, true. I mean, someone like Xerxes, I feel like you knew he was going to be shit. He turned out to be shit.
But
So that
he's
is
Dude,
not.
living
I
up.
was
But no, he's
I had so
not.
much hope, bro. Like, because I
But what do you?
remember
What?
very
No,
vividly
no, no, no.
remember
Okay, wait.
first game of the season. Okay, he scored the winner. He did his dushum celebration or whatever. I'm like, huh, yeah, the potential है उसमें. And then he just ghosted for the rest of the season.
But that's the thing,
But
right? Like Xerxes is again a young kid. He's not
Yeah,
like the
young kid.
finished
So,
product or whatever. But while he started off slow,
yeah.
he has really bucked up. Now there was a great story where there was that one game. I think it was the Fulham game where Xerxes was substituted early on in the first half as a part of a
ah,
tactical change. He wasn't playing well, and Amrim took him off.
yeah, I remember that. Hmm.
Right, and he went straight down the tunnel and he was booed by his own fans. That was the moment, right? And it is like Bruno Fernandes was not playing, I think, in that game. He was on the bench, and apparently Bruno went down the touchline, went into the dressing room to meet Xerxes and told him to face the crowd, told him to stand up to the crowd and told him to like show what he's made of. And Xerxes
Hmm.
came back, sat on the bench or whatever after that. And since then, he has remarkably improved, both in training and in
Fair.
games.
Hmm.
To the point where
Bruno's a good captain, bro.
United fans who were booing Joshua Xerxes now were absolutely gutted to see that Xerxes was injured and was going to miss the rest of the season when he got injured a few weeks ago. And they were very happy that he was named on the bench for the Europa League final. To the point where United fans now want Xerxes to start over Rasmus Højlund. Because when Xerxes plays, more than his finishing, his link up play is excellent. The way he holds the ball and he
Yeah.
can
He's
dribble
got good
past two,
hold.
three defenders. Very silky, very Berbatov like. He can just link up that play.
Just compare him
And
to
he's doing
Berbatov.
that at the age of what, 21, 22. Now imagine if he properly gets coached and develops into a good player. There is a genuinely good player in there, I feel. It's just a case of just getting the right coaching into these people and getting them to fulfill their potential, which has been a problem at United.
Hmm. It's true. Yeah, but wow, Zogzi. I remember that game, and but kudos to Bruno, dude. Great captain.
Yeah,
I think
Bruno is a
he's
player
like the
I just
best.
don't understand
I
because he's
hate
so
him.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate him because he's. I mean, I like him because he's so good, but I hate the fact he's playing for United. Like,
And
he's
I
one
think
of
I don't
those profiles.
understand because when he first came to United, it clearly looked. I don't know if United fans saw this, but to outside fans, it felt like okay, here's a player who's coming from Portugal, wants to play, will play for 3 4 years at like like Hazard types. Like he'll play for 3 4 years at United, get them to a couple of Champions League, maybe even win a Europa League, and then push them back up into the top 2 3, and then go for that big Real Madrid transfer, which was going to come his way. And I'm like, wait, this guy's I don't understand why he's still at United.
He wants to lift a big trophy,
Hmm.
plus for United. It's pretty evident.
He does want to lift
No,
a
I'm
big trophy for
sure,
United.
but
He's fully ingrained himself in the culture of the club also, which is really heartening to see as fans. Because there is one good player who understands what it means.
Hmm.
yeah,
So that's really
Only
good. So
thing
I'll,
I have one more thing I hear about Bruno, कितना चिढ़ता है यार वो, like he's just so
but that's what
cranky.
makes him a good captain. I feel like that's what
Yeah,
makes him
but
a good leader. He is look at the players around him and how they're playing. If you were Bruno playing at the level that he is playing at, wouldn't you also be pissed off to see the absolute shit around you?
okay, now I don't know how to plug this in, but on Snapchat there is a filter which
oh,
this is like the closest to Bruno I could look. Like it would suit one of you.
oh, that's
You guys
hideous.
should
That
actually,
yeah,
no, I think it. I have a round big face, so like it does. But if
You look like a Lord of the Rings rejected extra.
yeah,
That too from Rings of Power, not even the original series.
yeah, yeah,
my precious.
yeah.
uh,
The minute you said Snapchat, I was like, "Fuck, are you going to talk
ooh,
about
yeah.
some like topless nonsense, some not safe
Uh,
for work bullshit,
no,
something
no,
that should not
it's
be
very
seen by
safe for work.
people?" No, no, it's still
This
not safe
was
for work. That photo should not be seen by anyone ever in the world ever again. Nathan, please don't do this to anyone. Do not.
In fact, I would say the only time you should show it is to be like, hey, if you think you met the girl of your dreams, show her that photo. And if she still chooses to be with you,
Yeah,
then you marry her.
yeah,
yeah,
That's a
Snapchat
green
has
flag.
some
yeah. That
this
is a green flag.
That is a green flag.
which is
And by green flag, we do not mean the flag of a certain country. All right, this is not another Mysore Park situation.
Yeah.
that
Mysore
is a
Shri, you
that's a
mean.
green Shri.
Yeah, it's green.
No. By the way, can we all agree that this little sweet shop in Jaipur changing the name from Mysore Park to Mysore Shri was extremely fucking petty, right?
It was. It
It
was
was
disgusting.
petty, right? And this is the segue that I'm going for. Speaking of petty things, Jose Mourinho, did you
Oof,
see? Right? Fucking class, man. There's a reason.
oof,
There's a reason why we do what we do,
oof.
right? We're fucking amazing. Jose Mourinho, did you see his Instagram after Spurs beat United in the Europa League final? He
No, I
no, I
posted
didn't.
a
didn't see that.
photo of him with the Europa League trophy as Man United boss.
Wait, really? I missed this. Let me check.
It was a level of petty that everyone should aspire to reach,
That's
because
true.
Oh
that is
shit, yeah, dude.
washed up Jose Mourinho
May
managing
2017,
a
Manchester
team.
United to Ajax 0.
Yeah, that is a washed up Jose Mourinho managing a team in Turkey that hasn't been able to win the Turkish league, doing this. And then he starts posting photos of all his trophies, one after the other. Just really, मैं बस इसके
Six
बारे में नहीं बात करना
six
चाहता.
hours ago. 6 hours ago.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow, he's still at it.
He's still at it.
He's
That is
posted the
the
lineup also, dude.
Oh,
that is next level fucking petty. It is beautiful. It is Tom Petty.
it's a petticoat. Let's go.
It is a petty coat. Fucking amazing. But speaking of teams that Mourinho has managed,
I
another
am
great
the petty
segue.
one.
Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea have secured Champions League qualification. Well done
Yeah.
to
I
Chelsea.
mean, fair play, dude. Fair play. Respect. Respect.
No, I
Respect.
mean not really, because guys, remember at some point in December they were like, hey, are we title contenders? No, we're not, and they were playing the whole thing. And now that you can't.
Chelsea's
Oh, guys, I'm sorry, you can't spend 1.5 billion and be like, oh yeah, good for Champions League qualification. Like, I mean, that's like a bare minimum. I'm sorry, you can't be like good for Chelsea. it's that it's not a Nottingham, that underdog story after
I
Yeah,
feel
spending
so bad for
1.5
Nottingham,
billion.
man.
yeah.
Huh? I do feel bad for Nottingham. I
Dude,
really,
they
really expect
where are
because at
they? They
some point,
finished sixth, no seventh, no
yeah,
Seventh, seventh, I think.
six,
Sixth is Villa,
six.
no?
sixth is Villa, seventh or
Check,
eighth. Seventh
check that.
is
Keep
seventh. I
talking.
think they finished
Keep
seventh,
talking.
seventh, seventh. Brighton is eighth. Brighton is eighth. I remember. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Also,
Forest are seventh.
yeah,
Also
Forest
seven.
is seven. So they're playing conference at best. Conference, or they'll get
In
Yeah,
a way, that's good because, like, I guess at least it's a good. That's a trophy that I think they can actually win.
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe Champions League, or not maybe, definitely Champions League will be too demanding. Maybe Europa, they could have, with a little bit of luck, reached semis, if not the
Hmm.
finals. But I think conference, I would actually not.
Dude, next season Villa should take the Europa, dude. They should win the Europa. I mean,
For sure, I think
I
uh,
hope they do.
Aston Villa reached the quarterfinals this year, so I'm very confident that
Yeah,
it's,
they could go
Aston
either.
Villa, I can confidently say, missed out on Champions League, and
Yeah,
it's
Hmm.
yeah.
it might be it actually was like bad for them, and I think it would have been really fun for the Champions League to have a team like Aston Villa there. I would love to see Emery going up against the bigger
Hmm.
teams, but I'm
Newcastle
sure
are in the Champions League this coming season,
Yeah,
so that's going to be
Newcastle also, yeah.
very interesting to see. St.
Newcastle also
James,
in the Champions League.
see, St. James generally has a exciting, great atmosphere, but like Champions League nights, I think will be like 2x.
Yeah, and also because they just had a season in the Champions League where they had that great night against PSG also at
yeah.
St. James's Park where they
Hmm.
beat them. I feel like that is a fan base and a team that is dying for more nights like those. So
Yeah.
it's great that they're in the Champions League. It's also great that Sunderland are back in the Premier League. So the
Hey,
Tyneside derby
Derby,
is
yeah.
is is
is
back
back.
in the big leagues.
I'm
Hmm.
just happy that Alexander Isak is probably not going to any club, including Liverpool.
Yeah,
Because I think if they
Yeah.
did not get Champions League football, Isaac might have gone to, and he could
yeah.
have gone anywhere. He could have gone to Arsenal, Chelsea,
I think
City,
Arsenal were
Liverpool,
favorites.
even United if he was a little nuts, right? And they paid him like crazy
Hmm.
amount of money.
Yeah.
That's true. Isak, bro. Dude, I saw the player of the season, goal scorer, top scorer, assist trophy. Goal scorer. I was surprised to see Isak second, dude. I was like, shit.
Dude, Isak has
I,
had a
Isak,
great season.
excellent. Yeah.
Isak has had a
I
great season.
despite like Haaland playing, having a bad season, being injured, I thought he would still be second. But dude, I saw like Isak had some 20, 23 goals, 22 goals or something.
Yeah.
Salah is 29, and it's impressive. Dude, next season I think he could,
Next season he could be the Golden Boot winner. He
yeah,
could be.
Yeah.
If
golden boot.
Haaland has even a bit of a even a 5 to 6 game blimp, there's a
Hmm.
good chance that
Yeah.
Next season, I think Newcastle will finish top four easily. I don't see them. I never know, but I think they'll be more confident for top four next year. Also, Champions League, they'll try to keep this momentum going.
But see, that's the beautiful thing about the Premier League now. Though. Like there are so many teams who are going to be challenging for all the European spots. Right.
Hmm.
Earlier it was the big four, then it became the big six and all. But now there's none of that anymore. Like Villa can challenge for top four. Newcastle can challenge. Brighton on their day can challenge. Nottingham Forest proved in a freak season that they can challenge. Whether they can push on to consistently challenge for top four, maybe not, but they'll be there and thereabouts in the European conversation for sure. Villa and Newcastle both I can imagine would kind of want to push on from here and keep consistently challenging for top four. And I feel like with the squads they have, with the management that they have now, they should be able to do that. And then you also have Spurs who can, you never know. In season 3 under Ange, he said also in
Oh,
the
he
trophy
said
parade
that.
that
Oh,
like
bro,
every
this
TV
I
show,
need this guy's
season
confidence in
two's
life.
yeah, season 2 is good, but season 3 is always going to be better.
But thing
So
is, that's not ever that didn't sound as iconic as in my
Yeah,
second season I usually win things. And if it
and
doesn't sound iconic, it's
but
probably not
but
gonna happen.
dude,
but
that
that's the
press, not the
thing.
press
No, but
conference, that post-match interview, the way he said it, also the I win. I usually, I don't know, usually win things. I always win things in my second year.
but now that's the thing,
And
right? Like
the
if you
you could
if your
see his,
first quote,
he felt it, like he put that
yeah,
emotion into it. It's
but
damn cool.
if your first quote only is that hard, it's very hard to match up to it.
Yeah,
I feel like with that quote at the trophy parade where he said that season 3 is going to be better, they'd have a full mic drop moment, full on mic drop moment. Now compare that to Amarim saying, "I told you the storm is coming, but I'll tell you now, better days are coming." So I'm like, उतना level पे नहीं था ये.
ठीक है.
But if we
Take
are going
notes.
to compare words from managers to fan bases, I feel like Amarim's last line was also good. If there's one club that can overcome any situation, any disaster, it is this club. It is Manchester United.
Dude, Mukesh, even Slot said something about Arteta, na? Like, uh, so there was some question put at him, and he said that uh,
Excuses are for people who don't win
excuses are for
anything.
people who don't win. Yeah. Dude,
Um,
the Slot is damn sharp.
okay,
He
wait.
fucking.
Let's go back to Amogh being impressed by the lamest of quotes, which is like it's so everyday that every club is like, yes, if there's one club that can overcome, it's this club. It sounds like a chat GPT. There's probably a hyphen in the quote. That's how chat GPT it sounds when you're impressed.
If there's any club that can overcome any situation, any disaster, it is this club. M dash Manchester United Football Club.
You could just
Yeah.
swear
Reading
that
it off
something is also
ChatGPT.
GPT written, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But wait, going back to what you said about Slot and Arteta, it is fantastic that we could be seeing an old school manager rivalry brewing, because we have missed that since the days of Ferguson Wenger, Mourinho Wenger.
yeah.
We have
Hmm.
fucking missed that managerial needle. Like we kind of
Yeah.
got a hint of it with Tuchel versus Conte,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
but
I
it was
so
just at
wanted
one time.
that.
But
Yeah.
it was just, it was just, it
And
was
that was
just
a good
too.
game also.
It was a good game, but it was against Spurs and Chelsea too at the time, very in A clubs, like not really
And
fighting for
this
any
was
big
this was
honors.
just before Chelsea went dog shit. Just
Yeah,
before.
and
You know,
this can be manager who is first in the league versus manager who's second in the league. If they consistently go on to be in those positions, if they consistently like Wenger Ferguson, if they go on to like go toe to toe for titles in the near future, and this rivalry stems up, this war of words stems up. Oh, that is peak Barclays, man. Peak
yeah,
fucking Barclays. Barclay card premiership stuff.
Cut to, next season, Arteta and Slot are 12th and 13th, and some Aston Villa's on top, and Eddie Howe and Unai Emery are hugging each other.
If Aston Villa go top, I just want Aston Villa to release a huge banner, like do a flyby, right, in a plane with a banner behind with Unai Emery's, smiling face, and they should do that flyby over the Emirates Stadium. Fuck it, they should have a Emirates airline also. Doing this. The plane
Yeah.
should be an Emirates airline with Unai Emery's face at the back, just saying good evening.
Good
good evening.
evening.
Oh,
Just that. What a
yes.
fucking move that will be. Aston
Ooh,
Villa marketing department,
the
soch lo ek
banter.
baar. Soch lo. This is great banter for.
We haven't spoken about City, dude. Like, I think next season City also could.
Must we? Should we?
Must we?
Yeah, forget
Are
it,
they
it's
worth
fine.
it?
No, it's fine. Just another Manchester club. It's fine.
But I do think
It's
City will be much better. I think there's a good
yeah,
chance.
dude. I'm
I'm seeing it right
confident that
now, and I'll bring the specific to it in August. But I do think the next winner is going to be City or Arsenal. The next.
oh, I agree with you. I don't have I can't say, but like City, Arsenal I would put first, second City, third I would put Liverpool, fourth Chelsea, and then maybe. But I do see Arsenal City next season.
Yeah.
But again, dude, like you just don't. I said this last season as for like this, which just got over. But then Liverpool out of nowhere came in, and so you just never know, bro.
Yeah, of course, because that's why I'm just betting.
And also, dude, if you remember, City were in talks to sign Wirtz, and they backed out. And I'm just like, why did City, who have X Y Z amount of money, backing out from this deal? I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a big fan
it's
of 100 million signings, so which is why I think okay, it might be a flop. Because I think any player with that kind of money, they barely ever live up to expectations. I can't think
that's
of
why I was surprised that Liverpool are going for Wirtz. Like
for
I had two thoughts. First was shit. If they're going for Wirtz, that means they really feel he's the
also
key
he's
player.
recently had an ACL injury, I think. So he's had two
Exactly.
injuries, big injuries before
And
22.
we've all already seen the last time Liverpool made a 85 to 100 million transfer. We know what happened to that player.
Who was that?
He ended up winning
No,
the Premier League, but he also misses everything.
Darwin Nunez.
Joel signed Darwin Nunes for 85 million.
Why do you think we
85,
hate him so much? It was it's probably the highest or one of the highest
85 or
ever
100, dude.
85 for Darwin Nunes from whatever
No,
that Portuguese
add-ons के
club.
साथ 100 था I think. Oh, whatever. Yeah, 85.
Whatever, but I'm saying,
I never thought a Liverpool fan would make me feel good about Anthony.
yep. Why do you think we've been crying so much about Darwin Nunes?
No, because he's generally a shit player. I didn't realize that he was also this expensive.
Yeah, and he was Liverpool's answer to Haaland because they came in the same season, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it got so riled up and all because in the Community Shield
Yeah,
2023, Nunes scored the winner versus
yeah.
City.
And Haaland
And
was
we,
playing that game.
yeah,
Correct.
and we were like, oh wow. And then we know how that season panned out, finished Europa, but yeah, fair.
okay, as we begin to wrap up this live, we'll just go through some of the chatter that is going on. So please do send in some more questions. Engage with us in the live chat so we can highlight those messages as well.
Heard
Uh,
it here first. Arda
Quick question now:
Gulans.
what positives can we see for MUFC? Mostly, I see no European pressure, so more time to train and build confidence.
Agreed.
That is one way of looking at it. To be fair, like that is the only way, honestly, to be looking at it. Because like the lack of European football is criminal for a club the size of Man United because it affects the finances terribly. So already it is going to strain a financially strained system at United. So that's going to be very very tough. I just hope that Jim Ratcliffe with the Glazers can keep the club steady as we go through this tumultuous period. But yes, what you're saying is right. The lack of European football also gives the team more time to train and prepare and focus only on the Premier League and the cup competitions in England domestically. And if again sporting fans' words are to be believed, Amarim came to Sporting also in a similar situation where the entire club was in disarray, and by the second season he sorted them out, oversaw 25 player exits, and pretty much rebuilt the club. So of course that is still Sporting, and this is Man United, two completely different sizes of club, but it gives us hope, and as Arsenal fans will agree with me, it is the hope that kills you. So you know, we don't know.
Humphrey
I
has
mean,
come back with.
Harry Maguire, goal scorer. I want to see that more. That's a
Yeah.
definite positive. That genuinely makes me sigh. No jokes. I'm so happy when
Yeah.
Harry Maguire is running down with confidence to score a goal, and
Yeah.
it's not an own goal. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, wow, how the tables have turned.
Now the tables have turned indeed. Humphrey has also said, heard it here first. Arda Güler to Man
This is
City.
very possible, dude.
Yeah,
हो
I feel like
सकता
I've
है.
not heard it here first. I've heard it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I've heard it before.
No,
I
this
mean,
this
you said it here
I've heard
first.
it here first. First time,
Okay.
Humphrey. I'll support you on this one. Yeah, but I think this is very possible, and I think he suits their style also. I see him doing well under Guardiola.
I mean, yeah, their style is, do you like money? Come here.
Yeah.
Money,
That's
Mula.
that's pretty much their style. Yeah. Do you like money and want to be coached by Pep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what they have going for themselves. Right. Eras come to an end. ETH had said.
That was a great quote that did not live up to its potential. I feel like you should
Yeah.
just add it with the players.
I
Yeah.
feel like we should have ranked quotes today in today's podcast, and this would
Yeah.
have been the worst.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
But speaking of ETH just signed for Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer
He is the
Leverkusen today,
replacement to
yeah.
Javi Alonso at Bayer. Do you think he's going to be successful at Leverkusen?
I don't know, bro.
I
I
think so. I actually think, I mean, I don't think he'll be as successful as Javi Alonso in that he'll get
I
them
think next season he
a
might be
domestic title.
successful. This season he might like do well, but he might build
You see,
base. Next
Ten
season
Hag
I
is
feel
also a
he'll.
stubborn manager. He's also a manager who wants to play sillily attacking football, right?
Hmm.
And I think that sort of suits Leverkusen
Yeah.
because clearly Bayern are back to their winning ways, and it doesn't look like they're going to stop winning the Bundesliga anytime soon,
Yeah.
right? They're back. Maybe they had a couple of off seasons, but now they're back, right? Dortmund doesn't look like it's competing, so Leverkusen is clearly going for second and third place. And with that pretty much fixed, I do think Ten Hag is going to have a great time, and he might
Yeah.
do well in Champions League with all the attacking football.
Yeah.
Pep has sorted out personal issues too. Yeah. So
Yeah, we spoke about this. Pep has sorted out personal issues. we did say that that was the big issue this season. Why Man City were not performing well? It was because Pep was going through a
Dude,
divorce, and
next
now he
season
had
we
solved it.
next season, dude, City are gonna play very well, dude. I just have that. But at the same time, dude, it's like it's like nine other teams as well, dude. Like, shit.
It
It's
is.
no,
This
yeah,
league
yeah.
just gets tougher and tougher by the year, I feel.
It is going to be exciting for sure. Right. On that note, let us end this live. Thank you, everybody, for listening and joining in. The episode will be out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts later tonight, so you can listen to it slash watch it there, or you can watch it later on YouTube as well. Thanks to Nathan and Mukesh for joining us. Nathan, you can be found on social media at
It's Nathan Gomes.
Mukesh can be found on Instagram at
Mukesh Manjunath.
and I'm on Instagram at Amogh. Also, the Corner Flag is on Instagram at the rate Corner Flag Pod. Do visit our YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you're watching it there right now and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you have subscribed, tell your friends about it. We are at youtube.com/@ the rate Corner Flag Pod. Subscribe to Keza Gurda for composing our theme tune. And until next week, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Mukesh.
Bye, guys.
Say bye, Nathan.
Bye, guys.
Yes,
Woo!
show the scarf. Show the liver bird. Show the scarf. Do all of
Yeah.
that.
See you guys. Take care.
And it's bye from me.